Welcome back to Nation of Glory, the channel where stories of greatness, resilience, and inspiration come alive. Today, we bring you a journey that started in Ireland, traveled across Japan, and eventually made its way to the biggest stage of professional wrestling WWE. This is not just the story of an athlete. It is the story of a dreamer, a warrior, and a man who proved that with determination and passion, even the biggest obstacles can be conquered. This is the story of Fergal Devitt, known to the world as Finn Bálor. When you hear the name Finn Bálor today, you think of his electrifying entrances, his extraordinary athleticism, and his unique ability to capture the crowd's imagination every single time he steps into the ring. But behind the lights, behind the paint of the demon persona, and behind the success, lies a story of grit, sacrifice, and inspiration. Fergal Devitt was born in Bray, Ireland, a small coastal town. Like many kids, he grew up with dreams, but his dream wasn't about being just like everyone else. He wanted something bigger. From a young age, he was fascinated with wrestling, watching the heroes of the ring and imagining himself standing there one day. But Ireland didn't exactly have a huge wrestling scene. Opportunities were limited. The path wasn't laid out for him. And yet, he refused to let that stop him. Fergal trained, he worked, and he built his body and his mind to withstand the challenges of the wrestling world. He was not born into the business. He had to fight his way into it. And fight he did. His earliest days were spent wrestling in small promotions, in front of small crowds, but those matches mattered. Each one was a stepping stone. Each one was a test of his passion. What makes his story so powerful is that he didn't chase fame right away. He chased learning. He chased growth. And that journey eventually took him to Japan, to one of the most respected promotions in the world, New Japan Pro Wrestling. In Japan, under the name Prince Devitt, he honed his craft. He learned discipline, storytelling, and the true art of wrestling. He faced some of the toughest competitors in the world, and he began to carve out his reputation as one of the most talented wrestlers of his generation. It was in New Japan that he didn't just perform, he evolved. He became a leader, forming the legendary faction known as the Bullet Club, a group that would go on to change wrestling forever. Prince Devitt's time in Japan was marked by championships, unforgettable matches, and a growing global fanbase. He wasn't just another wrestler anymore. He was becoming a star. But he still dreamed of something more: to step into WWE, the biggest wrestling stage in the world. In 2014, that dream became a reality. WWE signed Fergal Devitt, and soon after, the world was introduced to his new name, Finn Bálor. The name itself carried deep meaning, inspired by Irish mythology. Finn after the legendary warrior Finn McCool, and Bálor after a fearsome demon king. It was a name that reflected both heroism and darkness, and it fit perfectly for the dual personas he would later bring to life in the ring. From the moment he arrived in WWE's developmental brand NXT, Finn Bálor was different. His entrance, his charisma, his connection with the crowd, it was magnetic. Fans were drawn to him, and it wasn't long before he became the NXT champion, carrying the brand and proving that he was destined for greatness. His matches weren't just fights, they were spectacles. Every detail mattered, from the way he moved to the way he told stories inside the ropes. But perhaps what made Finn stand out the most was the creation of his alter ego, the Demon. With body paint, dramatic entrances, and an intensity unlike anything else, the Demon became a phenomenon. It wasn't just a gimmick. It was a transformation, a deeper side of Finn Bálor that fans could feel. Every time the Demon appeared, it was special, it was unpredictable, and it was unforgettable. His success in NXT paved the way to the main roster, and in 2016, Finn Bálor made history. In his very first pay-per-view event on WWE's Raw brand, he defeated Seth Rollins to become the inaugural WWE Universal Champion. It was a moment that showed the world just how special he was. From a small town in Ireland to holding one of the top championships in WWE, it was a dream come true. But success never comes without struggle. In that very match where he won the Universal Championship, Finn suffered a severe shoulder injury. Just 24 hours after achieving the greatest moment of his career, he had to relinquish the title. For many, that would have been the end of the story, a cruel twist of fate. But for Finn Bálor, it was just another test. He underwent surgery, went through grueling rehab, and fought his way back. His comeback was not just physical, it was emotional. Fans rallied behind him, because they saw in him not just a performer, but a fighter. Someone who refused to give up, someone who embodied resilience. And when he returned to the ring, the ovation he received was a testament to the love and respect he had earned. Over the years, Finn has continued to deliver incredible performances, facing the very best in WWE and reminding the world time and again why he is considered one of the greatest. Whether as the beloved hero or as the darker, more sinister side of himself in the Judgment Day faction, Finn has proven his versatility, his passion, and his undeniable ability to reinvent himself. What makes his journey so inspiring is not just the championships he's won, or the history he's made, but the way he carries himself. He is proud of his roots, proud of his heritage, and he represents Ireland every time he steps into the ring. For fans back home, he's not just a wrestler, he's proof that dreams can come true, no matter where you come from. Think about it, a young boy from Bray, who once watched wrestling on TV, is now one of the faces of WWE. He has wrestled around the world, inspired countless fans, and built a career that continues to grow stronger. His story teaches us that no dream is too big, no obstacle too heavy, and no setback too permanent. Every time Finn Bálor walks down that ramp, you can feel the energy. The fans raise their arms with him, the lights shine, and for a moment, it's not just entertainment. It's magic. That's what wrestling at its best is all about. It's about creating moments that people never forget. And Finn has given us so many of those moments. So, when we talk about good news, when we talk about stories worth celebrating, this is one of them. Because Finn Bálor's journey is not just about wrestling. It's about resilience, passion, and the belief that if you keep fighting, if you keep pushing, you can achieve the impossible. From small gyms in Ireland to the grand stages of Japan, and finally to WWE where he made history, Finn's journey is proof that dreams are worth chasing. And that's a message for all of us, whether we're fans of wrestling or not. So today, we celebrate Fergal Devitt Finn Bálor not just as a wrestler, but as an inspiration. His story is a reminder that greatness doesn't come easy, but it's always worth the fight. From all of us here at Nation of Glory, thank you for joining us on this journey. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you to keep fighting for your dreams, then please hit that subscribe button, tap the like button, and share this video with someone who needs a little inspiration today. Until next time, remember, champions are not defined by titles alone. They are defined by the battles they fight, the obstacles they overcome, and the hearts they inspire. And Finn Bálor is truly one of those champions. This is Nation of Glory, signing off. Thank you for listening, stay inspired, and keep believing.